If good deeds bring so many benefits, then why do we so often see bad things happening to good people? Have you ever thought about this? A person tries to do things the right way, without harming anyone, and in the end, they only receive blows from life. It seems unfair, I know, but it's worth reflecting on. First, it's important to understand that one shouldn't do good expecting a reward, and that bad things can happen to anyone. Being a good person doesn't exempt anyone from this. The best person in the world can be robbed, become ill, be deceived, lose a job, or lose a loved one. And indeed, a good person often remains a good person, even after facing such hardships. But the question is, what does it really mean to be a good person? Well, in today's video, we will present a Buddhist tale that deals precisely with this issue. It's a story called The Wise Man and the Snake. This tale shows why good people suffer bad things, and of course, how we can avoid them as much as possible. One day, Buddha Gautama was sitting with his disciples when a king from a nearby village approached and asked Buddha, "Master, since I became your follower, everyone takes advantage of me. They abuse my tranquility. Before becoming your follower, everyone feared me. I wouldn't hesitate to condemn someone to death. But after becoming your follower, I no longer have the desire to punish anyone. I don't even get angry. I've become peaceful and look at everyone with compassion. But some people take advantage of me. This has also put my people in danger. Because of this, I'm facing many problems in governing my kingdom. Please tell me, what should I do now?" Listening to the king, Buddha told a story that begins like this. Once upon a time, there was a venomous snake that lived in a hole under a large tree. This tree was in a field near a village. The snake would attack anyone who approached, and many people died from its deadly venom. People were afraid to approach the tree because they feared the snake. One day, a monk was passing through the village and saw that beautiful tree. He decided to meditate in the tree's shade before continuing on his way. Some villagers who were bringing their cows home saw the monk and warned him about the snake. They told him that the snake was so dangerous that it bit anyone who came near. The monk smiled and continued walking towards the tree. When he arrived, the monk sat down and began to meditate. The snake emerged from the hole in an attacking position, and the monk looked deeply into the snake's eyes, which magically began to speak to him. The snake said, "How dare you sit here in my domain? Aren't you afraid of me? Don't you know that no one comes close here?" The monk replied with compassion, "But what should I fear? I'm not afraid of death, nor do I wish to live longer than necessary. When my time comes, I will leave in peace. So why should I fear you? In truth, you are the one who fears having your life taken away, and that's why you bite anyone who approaches you." The snake was surprised. Until then, it had only encountered people who either wanted to kill it or ran away in fear, but never someone who was not afraid and was willing to talk. The snake then coiled up, placing its head at the monk's feet, and said, "Oh Lord, you are right. Everything I have done up to now I have done to save my life, but if I didn't do this, people would kill me." The monk said, "You are right, but my dear friend, remember one thing. Life will end one day when your time comes, and it is not convenient to kill everyone out of fear of that. Have more love in your heart." Then the monk got up and left. Reflecting on the monk's words, the snake decided to abandon its angry nature and stop biting anyone. But things didn't go as it hoped. As soon as people realized that it no longer bit, they stopped being afraid. Those who once approached with fear now chased the snake, beat it, and did all sorts of harm to it. The snake felt sad and alone. Sometime later, that monk returned and was surprised to see how mistreated and sad the snake was, and asked, "Oh, my friend, what happened to you? Who mistreated you like this?" The snake sighed and replied, Since I started following your teachings to abandon violence and stop biting people, everyone has harmed me. Since I adopted a good and peaceful behavior, without trying to harm anyone, people no longer fear me, no one respects me, people harm me all the time, and my life has become very difficult." The monk replied, "Oh, my dear friend, you have misunderstood. My advice was to stop biting everyone, not to stop defending yourself when necessary." After telling this story, Buddha asked the king, "What do you understand from this story? You are not interpreting my advice in the same way as the snake. I told you to abandon your cruel nature. but not to abandon your duty as a king. You must fulfill your duties as a ruler, being firm so that you can discipline everyone in your kingdom, so that people can live in peace. You must fulfill your responsibilities, being firm in your actions and gentle in your heart. Therefore, you must govern with a monk inside and a king outside. Now, let's reflect. What can we learn from this story? Perhaps that attacking is not the best answer, but defending oneself is always important. The wise man gives advice to the snake, but it doesn't understand and thinks it must remain motionless and submissive to humans. However, there is a big difference between constantly attacking without reason and making it clear to others that you will not hesitate to defend yourself if you are attacked. To prevent others from taking advantage of you, you need to make it clear that you won't allow it. If you show confidence and a strong personality, others will not attempt to harm you. And now I ask you again, what can you learn from this story? If you liked the content and want to continue learning and growing, don't forget to subscribe to the Pearls of Wisdom channel. Here you will find more videos like this, full of ideas and reflections to help you grow and face life's challenges. Also, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates and leave us a comment with your thoughts. See you in the next video.